Of this subcommittee, we feel, perform a very important oversight role on behalf of not only federal workers, but the American public in general. And with this coveted role, in many respects, comes immense responsibility, as we are all positioned in a way that impacts our constituents in the most relevant of ways. As members of Congress, we've all heard our own fair share of complaints as well as appraisals surrounding casework by different agencies. In the time that is mine, I want to take this moment to focus on a real story from a real person that my office interacted with during the height of the pandemic, and for the sake of anonymity, I'll just simply refer to her as Jane. Jane contacted our office during the pandemic regarding FEMA's COVID-19 funeral assistance program when she filed for her brother. Unfortunately, he passed away from COVID and COVID-related symptoms in December of 2021. Shortly after my office connected with FEMA regarding Jane's application, it only took FEMA a few days to approve the family's reimbursement exceeding $3,000. Now keep in mind, our office obtained this favorable outcome for Jane in a matter of days during a time when more than half of FEMA's workforce was telework eligible. So as I've said time and time again, and I would just like to be deliberately redundant here, the last four letters in the word telework are W-O-R-K. People who are teleworking work. I consider constituent services to be some of my most important and rewarding work in this Congress, and I'm sure many of members of this committee feel the same way. We're all proud to serve as a resource and an advocate for our respective communities. But I also expect each agency to ensure its employees possess the ability to deliver timely responses to Americans, whether they are working remotely, teleworking, or in person. Over the summer, some of you will recall that this subcommittee hosted a hearing on addressing post-pandemic backlogs at the agency level. And I asked a significant witness from the Social Security Administration, Deputy Commissioner Chad Poist, whether or not telework contributed to the agency's backlog. Mr. Poist stated on the record, quote, "I don't believe that there are any contributions to that backlog due to telework," end of quote. He went on to say that telework has allowed us to continue our agency's mission. The Office of Personnel Management surveyed over 40 agencies that have achieved cost savings resulting from the increase in telework. And as more workers transitioned to at-home work outside of the district, some agencies also outside of this district found savings by reducing office space leases and transitioning into smaller offices. As less workers were obligated to commute, some agencies found savings due to the decrease in workers' utilization of the transit subsidy program, and a decrease also in cost savings for travel that so many federal workers in positions from headquarters are required to do, that range from thousands to millions of dollars. Mr. Chair, I would ask unanimous consent to submit for the record the OPM's December 2022 Status of Teleworking in Federal Government Report, which further details the agency's cost savings resulting from telework during that period. I, like the chairman, believe that telework is important. It's also important to guard as best we can the assumptions, the accusations, and to guard against many of the things that are not right that get thrown into that basket as people develop, as we all have the right to, our own opinions. And while there are obvious advantages to telework, I believe that agencies must prioritize in-depth examinations and reviews periodically of their work postures on telework and their remote work policies. Prioritizing data collection on performance is absolutely critical to ensure that their policies lead to mission achievements. I know how valuable face-to-face interactions are in order to strengthen interpersonal relationships. And I also recognize that flexible work environments are one of the many tools to help fill a government-wide skills shortage. As we are all aware, just last month, President Biden mandated a return to work for most federal employees. To that extent, I encourage certain agencies who can increase in-person work as necessary that they do so for the successful delivery of the agency's mission and in support of the President's mandate. And so I'd like to, again, thank all of the witnesses who represent different agencies today for testifying and being here before us to provide invaluable insight on the outcomes and implications of their current policies for work flexibility. The workforce is the lifeblood of our federal government, without a doubt, and we must provide an environment that attracts and retains the best and the brightest in federal service. So I look forward to hearing directly from all of you today as we discuss this. These are unique circumstances which require unique approaches. And again, I want to thank Chairman Sessions for calling this hearing so that we might continue to follow up with examination, review, and support where necessary the efforts that so many of you have undertaken. So, Mr. Chair, with that, I would yield back the balance of my time, and I thank you again for being a part of this effort to hear from these witnesses about this very important topic.
Gentleman yields back.